Chapter 2. Kabir. 60 miles north of Toledo, the full moon is a smudge in the murky Detroit sky. Tinted beams of searchlight wave at it lazily from the rooftop of a sold-out concert hall. The heavy thump-thump of the bass can be felt for a quarter-mile around. Inside the auditorium, Kabir stands with his arms crossed near the roped-off hall that leads backstage. 6 feet 2 inches tall, with a thick mane of gray hair combed straight back and sideburns speckled black, Kabir is built like a linebacker in spite of his age, all shoulders, pecs, and biceps tucked into a finely tailored gray Armani suit with a silk heliotrope tie. Kabir is a bodyguard. It's what he does. Always has. They call him a legend in the business of rock and roll security, despite his best efforts to keep a low profile. In the 36 years he's been doing this, no one he's been assigned to has ever been touched. 36 years. Already? A blink, really, but in practical terms, plenty long enough. He'll miss it when he moves on. The music, the noise, the crowds. Over his shoulder, the half-naked teen pop diva under his care for the evening prances on stage in glitter and lights, belting out one of her latest chart toppers. It's her last song of the main set, and people with backstage passes are already lining up along the wall. The crowd roars as she builds to the song's climax, something about brushing your teeth with whiskey, threesomes, and other youthful naughtiness. Kabir isn't listening to the words. He's busy doing what he does best, being vigilant, protecting. He surveys the mass of ecstatic fans with sharp, copper eyes that seem to X-ray rather than simply see, searching for signs of malice, seeking out bad intent, looking for trouble. And here it comes. "Hey, that's Stag Larson!" One of the bouncers from behind the rope near Kabir shouts above the pounding music. Kabir's seen him already. How could he not? 6 feet 5 inches tall, 290 pounds, wearing a 2 sizes too small t-shirt tugged over his thick sculpted chest and a satin jacket thrown over one shoulder. Stag is Detroit's latest and greatest hope for a mixed martial arts heavyweight title. He high-fives fans, winks at girls despite the gorgeous swimsuit model draped on one arm, and grins back at his entourage. The crowd parts before him like a shoal of herring in the path of a shark. "Did you see Stag fight Dinky Suarez last night?" Kabir hears the bouncer continue, speaking to another security guard next to him. "Stag's better, but Dinky got fucked on that call." Kabir's already moving. He smelled the other man before he saw him. Being able to pluck the stink of rage out of the air and pinpoint its source, even in a sweat-filled, beer-soaked, disinfectant-layered auditorium full of people, well, for Kabir, it's a gift. Dinky Suarez, who lost a Stag in the cage just last night, is stalking through the crowd. All 340 pounds of him. Sweat glistens on his tattooed face, and there's murder in his eyes. Dinky's an inch shorter than Stag, but a big, heavy bastard. A lot of it's fat, but he can dish out some serious punishment. And take it, too. They say he hits like a wrecking ball. This isn't Kabir's purview. He's personal security, not a bouncer, but innocent people, not to mention Kabir's fellow security personnel, could get hurt. He's acting on instinct, the instinct to shelter, shield, defend. The singer finishes her song in high crescendo. Unaware of the impending brawl, she heads backstage, throwing kisses to an audience that screams for more. Dinky reaches Stag well before Kabir does. "Hey Larson, you faggot!" A couple members of Stag's entourage, 2 smaller and less established fighters themselves, happen to be in the way. Dinky takes them out with a single punch each. Each one falling topples 3 of the crowd. People scream and jump back, pressing the surrounding mob into a tightly packed ring. Stag shoves his jacket at his girlfriend, pushes her out of the way, and starts bouncing on the balls of his feet. Fists raised, a twisted smile on his craggy face. "Punk-ass bitch," Dinky taunts. "No ref to save you now." "Bring it, pussy," Stag shouts. And Dinky brings it all right. Long black hair, denim biker vest, skull tattoos on swinging fists, and wrath. They go at it hard, blow after blow sounding like baseball bats on sides of beef. The crowd is thick in a circle around them, and Kabir won't just toss people out of the way. "Excuse me, folks," he growls. "Pardon me." 3 good-sized bouncers break through before Kabir. 2 leap on Dinky, the 3rd grabs Stag from behind. "Bad idea, guys," Kabir thinks, and he's right. Dinky jerks away, throws a jab and a roundhouse, and the bouncers who jumped him are both out cold before they hit the floor. Stag ducks out of his man's grasp, lifts him by arm and groin, and sends him flying into a couple of Dinky's biker buddies who've shown up at just the wrong time. They take down another 6 bystanders. Kabir's going to have to hit these guys hard. Not so hard as to do permanent damage, but enough to get their attention. Show them they're not really at the top of the food chain. Not quite. Stag and Dinky square off again, but Kabir breaks through and pushes them apart. Stag bellows, "Out of the way, old man!" "Take it easy, fellas." Kabir doesn't shout, but his deep, crunchy voice is easily heard over the racket of those in the crowd who haven't noticed the fight and are chanting for an encore. "We don't want anybody to get hurt." "Stupid fucker!" Dinky dips, rolls his shoulders, and delivers a perfectly executed uppercut to Kabir's heavy, square jaw, giving him all he's got. And what he's got is a lot. Onlookers wince and groan as they see and hear the punch land. Kabir doesn't budge. Dinky's eyes go wide, his hand goes numb. Kabir turns his copper eyes upon him and aims a quick jab at his ribs. Dinky's whole fat body quivers. He drops to his knees like a slaughtered bull. Stag grabs Kabir's shoulder. "Hey, fucker!" Nice vocabulary these guys have. Kabir spins and open hand slaps Stag right across the face. The crowd gasps. Stag's ears ring. He sees stars. His legs noodle. He's never been hit so hard, so fast. He takes a sharp blow to the solar plexus, and his breath rushes out. He goes to his knees. Kabir turns his attention back to Dinky. "No, no!" Clutching his injured hand to his chest and holding up the other in an attempt to fend off Kabir. Kabir snatches his outstretched hand, twists, and Dinky flops to his back. The onlookers can't believe what they're seeing. Kabir, crouched between the 2 men, holding them close in a huddle as if the 3 of them are best friends having an intimate conversation. What they aren't close enough to discern is the agony in Stag's eyes. The veins popping beneath the roid rash on his forehead, the cords of muscle standing out from his neck, the back of which Kabir has in a grip so tight Stag doesn't dare move due to the icy pain and popping sounds of his vertebrae. The crowd can't smell the full weight of Stag's tangy, cheesy BO, or that Dinky reeks of a massive over-application of Axe cologne. They also can't see Dinky's hand turning purple, the tears in his eyes from Kabir wrenching his wrist to the brink of snapping, or hear Kabir's softly spoken question, "We done?" What the crowd can see is both men frantically tapping out in surrender on Kabir's broad back.